Hey everybody, Trish here. So I wanted to touch base with you guys one more time before we get started for our Health Bet Challenge that is starting tomorrow, September 5th. That's Monday. It is Labor Day, so I commend you all for jumping in there and still starting tomorrow. So what I wanted to do is just kind of go over a bunch of the stuff that you just kind of need to know for the challenge. This is going to be the longest video that I do. I'm going to try to keep it to like under 10 minutes, but I just want to make sure that I cover everything. I was going to do several little videos, but then I decided to just do one because I didn't want you to have to try to find all these different videos. So I have a little list here that I'm going to be looking at, and I just want to kind of start from the beginning and kind of go through everything. So first of all, welcome to the group. If you haven't yet, you need to make sure that you check out the rules, or guess the qualifications that you need to do each week over the next 4-week period, again, starting tomorrow, Monday, September 5th. You need to make sure that you check out those qualifications because you've got to make sure that you are meeting them, okay? So there's almost 40 people in this group, which is amazing, and I'm super excited about that. But it'll be very difficult for me to make sure that everybody is posting as many times as they're supposed to during the week. So I want to just touch on that again real quick. There's some other qualifications as far as how you have to have your account set up with Beachbody. You have to have a valid shipping address for them to mail you your winnings if you are one of the winners. But the main things that you need to make sure that you're doing right now is for the next 4 weeks, each week you need to post that you've done your Beachbody workout 3 times a week. All right. You can do that however you want. Inside the app there, you can put add workout and add Shakeology, and that is how you need to post those. If you do not, Beachbody is not going to be able to see what you did. So if you just do a generic post in there, it's not going to understand what you are trying to say. So Beachbody isn't going to be able to see that you did a workout or you did Shakeology. So make sure that when you're posting your workout or you're posting your Shakeology that you click on add workout or add Shakeology when you do that. You can post a video, or you can post a picture, you can post videos, you can post just text, however you want to do it. I encourage you to post other things. I encourage you to post pictures. It kind of just helps to become part of the group, and it also will help you to be more committed and accountable. So 3 times a week you need to post your Beachbody workout. 5 times a week you need to post your Shakeology. And this again, you need to click add Shakeology to post this, and you have to include a picture. If you do not include a picture, they will not count that as one of the 5 times for the week. So as I mentioned in the previous video that I did, there is a files section to this app, and if you go there, I've put the actual qualifications copied from Beachbody's website in there for you to check out. So make sure that you read over that. Let's see. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you are coming into this group and treating it like, this is the thing that's going to change your life, okay? So if you come into this and you're like, well, I kind of want to do it, and maybe I don't know. Those are the kind of results that you're going to get. So I'm hoping that as you're preparing for this week, that you're thinking about all the opportunities that lie ahead of you and how your life is going to be different, and how when you reach these goals, you're going to feel amazing. All the things that you're going to be able to do that maybe you limit yourself from right now. I want you to be thinking about that. And if I've spoken with you personally, we have discussed your goals. We have discussed your why and understanding what that is so that you can make sure that you stay on target even when the going gets tough. So again, go into this with a positive attitude of, I'm going to give this all. I'm going to give it my all. It's 30 days. You can totally do 30 days of this. And again, you always have to post 3 times a week your workout and 5 times a week Shakeology in order to qualify for the $1 million plus that Beachbody is giving away. But I highly, highly, highly encourage you to make sure that you're following the program calendar that came with your program, and drinking your Shakeology every day. I drink it every day. I've been drinking it for 4 years, and it just is a life changer. It does so many amazing things for you, and if you want to discuss that further, please reach out to me, because what you get from Shakeology is so much more than what most people think. So I really would like to help you to understand that. And I'll probably be sharing some things about Shakeology as we go through this group. So your program guide and your calendar. So one of the things that you need to make sure that you do is you get out your program guide, your nutrition guide, and your calendar. One of the really great things that you can do is when you receive your package, or if you're jumping back into a program that you already have, go through the process. Even if it's a program that you already have, go through the process of reading through that material. Check it out. Look at the nutrition guide. Figure out what some things are that you can be making for yourself, and plan out that. Okay, so the more that you can plan for this, the better. So be planning what time you're going to do your workout. If you can do your workout first thing in the morning, that is amazing, because what happens is you don't have the excuse at the end of the day that you're too tired or you don't have enough time. You've already gotten it done. But the other part of it is that when you do your workout in the morning, it will give you a renewed sense of, okay, let's go do this thing. So you're going to have more energy, and you're just going to probably get a whole lot more done during the day. I have a lot of people tell me, well, I just don't have the energy to work out. I don't have the time to work out. And what I found is that when I do work out, especially when I work out first thing in the morning or early in the morning, I do get more done. I have more energy. So it is, if you can push yourself through just to get started, I think that you'll find that you will do that too. So read through the program guide. Figure out what tips and things that particular program has to offer you. There's tons and tons of information in there that's really going to help you to take the program and actually put it into play in a way that's going to help you more than if you just go at it and go, well, I'm going to do this workout this day and this workout that day, and not really get into it. And so that brings me to the calendar. The calendar, again, and I mentioned this in the last video, and I'm at 7 minutes already, so I'm obviously going to go over, but bear with me. And again, this will be the longest video that I do. The calendar is really important. Sometimes we decide, oh, well, we're going to bounce around on different programs. So maybe you have on demand, and so you're bouncing around from this program to that program. That's okay. But what I have found is that if you get a program and you do one program through its entirety, and then from there you can do another program, or maybe you mix some things in, once a week or something from the other programs. If you follow the calendar, you're going to get the best results. They've specifically designed these workouts to be performed in a specific order for a certain number of days each week, and that's how they've done, the program. And so that's what you really need to try to do. The other thing that happens is when you follow a calendar, it kind of helps to keep you accountable, because you're like, okay, today I need to do this workout so that I can be on track for tomorrow to do tomorrow's workout. So just try to tell yourself that, don't try to tell yourself, tell yourself you're going to do this 100%, okay? So reach high, and if you miss that goal, it's okay, but I just want you to kind of go into this with the mentality of you're really going to do this. You're going to give this your 100% effort so that you can show yourself what you are capable of doing. And I know that the programs, and I know that Shakeology, and I know that the nutrition plans are designed to be able to help you do that, because they helped me and they've helped so many other people, even when I was at a place where I didn't think that there was any options for me to be able to live that healthy, happy, and fulfilled life. So I'll leave that at that. So again, make sure that you're checking out your guides. Make sure you are getting ready and planning. So that kind of leads me into the next thing, and that is making sure that you've cleaned out your kitchen. Okay, so I know that in some cases we can't get rid of all of the junk, but the more of that stuff that you do not have available to you readily, if you can get that stuff out of the house, at least just for this first 30 days, it's really going to help you, because you won't have that urge to go and grab that bag of chips or go grab that candy. You may have kids in the house, or maybe your spouse, it loves candy and doesn't, it doesn't matter because he's, 120 pounds, dripping wet and doesn't need to lose weight or whatever. If you have that situation, just try to tell yourself that you're going to do this for this 30 days. And then after that, you can, kind of lift up on yourself a little bit, and you can kind of find your groove. But if you give this first 30 days a really good, valiant try, it's going to build a foundation for everything else that you do. So am I saying that you cannot splurge at all? No, absolutely not. And even especially with the programs that we have today that provide you with the portion fixed nutrition plan, there are things in there for you to be able to have sweets, for you to be able to have wine, for you to be able to have chocolate. So definitely look at this as a lifestyle change and not, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on this diet and then, my life is going to be just absorbed around making sure I'm eating the right things and I never get to enjoy myself. Not that at all. And I've said this a million times to those of you who have been around for a while. This isn't about depriving yourself. This isn't about being unhappy. If you are struggling and you are like hating your life because you don't go out with your friends for their birthday party and have a piece of cake, that's not what this is about. This is about giving you the tools and the vehicle and the support to be able to live the rest of your life like this, okay? So with that comes, you're going to treat yourself. Do not feel like this is the end of every good thing you've ever put in your mouth, okay? So you're going to treat yourself. You're going to give yourself the satisfaction of being able to enjoy those things. And what's going to actually happen is because you are not constantly having those things, and because you are feeling good and you're giving your body what it needs, you're eating good most of the time, you're working out, when you do have those treats, they're going to be even more special. They're going to be something that you're like, yes, I worked for this and I deserve this and I'm going to enjoy it. And we don't have to be stuck in that place where we're like, well, there just isn't anything I can do, so I'm just going to eat whatever I want and not work out and all that. So this is the first step for you to get to that place where everything's just good. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting up, you're doing your workout every day. You're eating good most of the time. I say this a lot too. It's not always about making the best choice. Sometimes it's about making the better choice. So maybe you're at a restaurant and you have an option to have a cheeseburger or a turkey sandwich. Well, maybe you have the turkey sandwich, okay? Or, another, even a better choice than that, maybe you have a salad. But also watch that, because when you're out eating out, I guess that's when you're eating out, a lot of times even the salads that they have at the restaurants are packed with calories that you're not realizing. They're so huge, you're drowning them in dressing, which I have to admit, I've never used a diet style dressing. I eat ranch on all my salads. So again, this doesn't have to be oh my gosh, I'm never going to have anything that I enjoy again. So I'll get off of that topic. Just go into this with the mentality that you can do this, and that this isn't you depriving yourself. This isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle change that's going to make you feel better all the way around. So you're going to enjoy everything way better. So clean out your kitchen. Make sure that, you have all the stuff out of there that you can get out of there, or tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to have those things. This is also a really great time to make sure that you are talking with your family. If your family is not doing this with you, that's okay. But you need to explain to them how important this is to you. You need to explain to them what reaching these goals is going to mean for you. So, a lot of times people will say, well, I don't think you need to lose weight. You don't need to change. You don't need to do anything different. And that's okay, and that's great that you have that support. But what sometimes our families don't understand is that we're doing this for us, and we're also doing it for them. We're doing it so that we can feel better. It doesn't matter if we're accepted by our family. If we aren't happy with where we're at, that's what's important. And we need to explain that to our families, and we need to ask them for their support, so that maybe if they're going to have pizza and you are wanting to stick to the plan and not have pizza, that you ask them to just not have it in front of you. You know what I mean? Maybe they have their candy bar on the way home from work instead of, having the candy at the house and eating it in front of you. So that can be very helpful, is sharing with your family what your goals are, why, and how your life is going to be different. So maybe right now you don't spend a ton of time with your family out doing things. Maybe your family goes and does stuff, you kind of sit on the sidelines and watch. And you can explain to them that if you get to when you get to where it is that you feel like you will be able to be more of a participant in their lives, for them to think about those things. So again, explain to them what it is that you're wanting, and also give them your why. Explain to them your why. These are your closest people that you need to bring into this process with you, and have them be on this journey with you. And if you don't have a great support system, that's okay. That's what we're here for. And even if you do have a great support system, you're going to get even more from us. So with that, you also want to take this opportunity to maybe tell your friends and even people on Facebook. One of the best things that I've seen is when we've done our biggest slim down contests in the past, one of the things that we do is we give extra points for people when they post things on their Facebook page and they tag their coach. And what this does is it basically will give you more accountability. It will give you more support. You'll be surprised when you share with people, hey, this is what I'm doing. Cheer me on. I'll be looking forward to, having you guys, help me out and cheer me on as I go through this. You will get support from your family and friends from that way. So I am although this particular challenge does not require you to do weigh-ins and it does not require you to do certain things to get points per se, and you're basically going to get the money regardless of whether you lose any weight or, change your size or any of that stuff. But, you obviously have to do the posts that they're asking you to do. But what I think I'm going to do is still format this group in that manner. And maybe I'll just give out an extra prize to kind of have everybody come together and use that same point system, of which I'll get out later today. So basically you'll get points that you'll track yourself. So honor system, and I trust every single one of you. And so you'll get points for doing certain things, okay? And then at the end, we'll do some prizes. How does that sound? Okay. So share this journey with people. That's one of the things that I didn't do. I hid for when I first started. I hid and I didn't really tell people what I was doing. My husband knew what I was doing. He wasn't my husband at that time, but he knew what I was doing, but no one else really did, because I was in this place of, what if it doesn't work? I didn't want to be embarrassed by, hey, I'm going to do this thing, and then it didn't work, and then, I was just afraid of that. But what I'd like to encourage you to think about is from the perspective of, you are going to be successful at this. You're not going to fail. And when you share your journey with other people and you share what you're doing, it will help you to be more accountable. So, and even if you don't get exactly where you want to go, or maybe you have some struggles along the way, as long as you don't ever give up, you're heading in the right direction, and that's success to me. So go shopping. All right, it's Sunday. We're getting started tomorrow. Make sure that you get to the grocery store and buy some great foods, okay? If you have food available and ready to you, good food, fruits, vegetables, good proteins, good carbs, all of that. Again, you guys that, reduce your carbs, you need a certain amount of good carbs. So make sure that you're getting those carbs, especially if you're working out and you're just now starting to work out again. If you don't have enough of the right food groups, you're not going to have enough energy to get through your workouts. And that's what's going to cause it to be a struggle. So go to the grocery store, take your list, go through it, figure out what things on those lists that you like. There are tons of recipes that you can use. There is a Fixate show that Autumn Calabrese, the inventor of the Portion Fix program, there's a show called Fixate that you can get through your on-demand account, and it is basically a cooking show, and it gives you ideas of things that you can make, and they show you how to make it using your Portion Fix container. So it's really great. Make sure that you check that out. So go shopping, pick some great stuff out, get ready for it. Make sure you have some good snacks, things that you can, tap into when you're like, oh, I'm really hungry. So there is no weigh-in for this particular contest. However, I am going to encourage you to weigh in anyway. And you definitely want to make sure that you do your photos, okay? So make sure that you look at your program guide and see how to do your photos. You want to make sure that you are getting a picture of the front, the side, the back. If you can do it on a background that's solid and doesn't have anything behind you, that's even better. What's going to happen is you're going to be able to submit those pictures and your information to Beachbody, and you'll be able to get either the free shirt, or depending on what program you're doing, there's other free things that you get that show that you completed the program. You're going to get enrolled in the ability to be able to win $500 a day they give away. They give away monthly prizes, they give away quarterly prizes, and at the end of the year, they give away 2 $100,000 prizes to people who've had transformations, okay? So they're basically paying you to use their program and share your success with them. So do your pictures, take your measurements, and also do your weight, okay? And I'm going to give you some information a little bit later. Basically what I would like for you to do, I'll just do it now. What I'd like for you to do is take a picture of the scale with you on it, okay? And send that to me. Or if you would like, feel free to share those pictures in the group as well. This is a very safe place. This is a place where you will be able to share whatever it is that you want. And don't be afraid that someone's going to judge you or say something bad to you, because that will not be tolerated in this group. And I've never ever actually had that experience. So everybody really is usually very, very supportive and encouraging. So I'm going to encourage you to take your weigh-in picture tomorrow morning, or you can do it today or whatever you want, and send it to me via Facebook, or send it to your coach if you're here with one of my other coaches, if you're with them. So they're also going to be helping me run this group, so that's going to be amazing. You're going to get support from, I think there's 5 or 6 of us coaches in here, so you're going to get a lot of amazing support. So do your weigh-in, do your pictures, do your measurements. The pictures and the measurements are super duper important. As you go through this, you may notice that the scale might go up in the beginning. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes when we start a new program, there's things that happen inside our body where we're inflamed and there's fluids and the whatnot that cause you to gain some weight to start with. Do not worry about that. If you're eating right and you're doing your workouts, this is going to get you to where you want to go. So the measurements and the pictures are going to give you a deeper look into your transformation and your journey. The pictures and the measurements show you such a bigger picture than what this scale will show you. And sometimes the scale can be our enemy. So we're going to really rely on our pictures and what we see. We're going to rely on our measurements, because your body will start to change and reproportion itself. So I know that sounds weird, but it will. And you'll be able to use those pictures and those measurements to really see your transformation, because a lot of times we don't realize it until we actually look at those pictures and we can go, oh wow, look at this. So make sure that you're doing that. One of the other things I want to do with this group, and I used to do this a long time ago, and I quit doing it, and I'm not really sure why, but I would like to assign each of you a buddy. So each of you will be partnered with another person in the group so that you can kind of help keep tabs on each other. So you become buddies, you guys friend each other on Facebook, or you can communicate, in the app, and just kind of, keep an eye out for that person. If you see that they kind of disappear, you be that other person that says, hey, where are you at? How's it going? So I'm going to do that. And, if you really truly don't want to have a buddy, you can let me know. I'm going to pair everybody up and just do it. And I'm hoping that you will take part in it, because it really can be a great thing to help you take things to another level. Because that's one of the amazing things about being a coach, is that when you're helping someone else reach their goals, it's way easier to help yourself reach yours and stay accountable to yourself. So I want to take that same type of idea and put it back into my challenge groups, because I think that when you're helping someone, you do better. And when you have someone else that's looking out for you, that's great too. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to assign everybody buddies, and I'm actually going to draw names, because I don't really want to get into, trying to pair people up. So I'm just going to draw names. And then in addition to that, cheer everybody on in the group, okay? As you go through this, comment on other people's posts. Tell them way to go. If somebody's struggling, give them support. Again, when you're helping other people, it will help you to become better. And those other people will be so thankful for your support and your encouragement. It's really an amazing feeling. So that is pretty much it. We're at 23 minutes now. So I apologize for the length. But again, I wanted to pack everything into one video so that you weren't looking around for 100 different videos on how this is supposed to work. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me or reach out to your coach to ask them about those questions. We want to make sure that you get qualified for this. We want to make sure that you are taking the right steps and that you're putting these programs into action the way that they were designed to, so that you can get the best results. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see your guys' results. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing your weigh-ins. I wish you would send them to me. If you do not want to, that is okay. But I really would love to have your weigh-ins and even your pictures if you're comfortable sharing them with me. So your weigh-ins, your pictures, your measurements. I will not share them with anyone unless you give me permission to. When you have your amazing transformation, and I can put you together a cool graphic that shows your before and after, and then you can feel free to do that with that what you want. But I'll never judge you. I'm always here for support. And I'll never share those things with anyone unless I specifically have your permission to do so. So send me those. Feel free to share them in the group if you want. Make sure that you've come in there and you've found the post that is where you can introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and what program you're doing. You could also just post it under here if you have not done that yet. I'm going to be sending out messages to everybody, and I'm actually going to include this video with those messages just to make sure that everybody gets it, because I really, really, really want this group to be my most amazing group ever. Super duper excited. Can't wait to hear from you guys, and I'm going to cut off at that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm looking forward to an amazing month. See you guys later.